A couple of months ago, I filmed when I decluttered my wardrobe, and after that I talked about how I think and plan when I build up my wardrobe. We're not starting from scratch. Obviously, I own clothes, but I have gotten rid of things that no longer serves me, clothes that I don't like wearing. I donated them. But I thought in this video we're gonna be sewing some clothes. Most patterns out there are fairly easy to use. I feel like lots of pattern makers, those that you can find on Etsy or like through social media and so on, most of them focus on beginner-friendly patterns, so they are often quite easy. I have an idea of a dress that I want to make. I want to make like a mini dress that has bell sleeves, you know, these kind of sleeves that get wider further down to the hand, and that might have an open back, maybe, not necessarily. I'm also like, I would also like to make a dress with an open back. I don't think I've ever done that actually. I want to make more mini skirts. I have a good pattern from that, from a Copenhagen-based brand that I've talked about before. They are called Uma patterns or Yuma patterns. I also want to try and sew cargo pants. I have a pattern from Wardrobe by Me, and I have a nice denim fabric, so I think maybe that could be a project. Yeah, I have a bunch of ideas, but now I'm gonna go on Etsy and see if I can find a nice pattern for a nice dress. I also want to make a dress, like a very simple A-line dress with a quite high neck that goes maybe a bit like this, I think, with open, like no sleeves. I think that could be cute. It's still quite cold and it just started raining. The gray, I mean the sky is quite gray. It's nice to have something to look forward to, and a dress like that can also be worn with a long sleeve underneath and some tights, so I think that could also be an option. And also it's gonna be Copenhagen Fashion Week soon, in like 3 weeks, and I just received my first invitation to a show, so it could be fun to make something more extravagant that I could wear when I'm attending shows, or maybe it's only gonna be that show, I don't know. We'll see who invites me, if anyone else invites me. So that could be fun. That's also why I need pattern brands to be making more fun and edgy looking clothes, because there are so many brands out there that create patterns that are very simple and very basic, that are great as beginner projects, but you know, it's fun to not be a beginner forever. Okay, I decided to start with this fabric. This is a lovely, quite thick denim fabric. I love a denim on denim kind of outfit, so I think this will be cute, and I'm gonna make a skirt just like this one. We now have all of our pieces here. So these will be the back, this will be the front, and here's a waist piece. It's a new day. It was too dark yesterday to continue filming, and it's quite dark now as well, but at least it's daytime, so I'm gonna start by sewing the darts, and I chose the middle size. I think it's called size 101. I think it's size 2 in their sizing system, and I am kind of between two sizes, so I'm gonna use the smaller size, but I won't make the darts as big. They are gonna be a little bit smaller. And this is a common issue that I have with clothes and with the sewing patterns, that the waist is usually too tight on me and then the hips are too wide, and that is because the patterns are made for a body more like curvy, like where the waist ratio compared to the hip is like bigger, and my body is quite straight. So this is a common issue, and this is also why I want to create my own patterns, but I think this will fix that. So I'm gonna change the thread here, and then I'm gonna rethread my overlock machine. That is a very simple one. If I had more money, I would buy a new one, or if Singer or another overlock company would notice me and want to sponsor a video, I would very much like that. But until then, we use what we have, and that's what we're gonna do now. I have now sewn the darts on all pieces, the front and the 2 back pieces. What I'm gonna do now is to attach the side seams to each other, and I'm gonna leave the back where the zipper is gonna be. I'm gonna leave that for now, and I'm also gonna overlock the edges. It's a new day. I finished the mini skirt in denim yesterday and it turned out super cute. So now I want to make like an oversized jacket to pair it with. But today I'm gonna do something else. Today I'm gonna do a mini dress, and I found a pattern from someone on Etsy, Melanie Pattern. This is the Britney dress. And this probably doesn't say you a lot, but this is what we're gonna do today. And I was looking in my drawers of fabric and I found this fabric, which I will use. This is cotton, but it feels like almost waxy, which I think will look cute because I think it will give it some structure, so the dress will look more dressed up. If I use like a linen fabric or something that is more everyday looking, that will give the dress a different character. But I want to use this dress as something I can wear if I'm going out. And I'm going to have dinner tomorrow at a nice restaurant. And I'm actually super excited about that because it's a new restaurant here in Copenhagen called Levantine. They reached out to me and said, or asked if I wanted to try their food, and they also have a vegan menu. So that's why I'm so excited, because unfortunately Copenhagen is not great when it comes to vegan. Like, it's a lot of food, a lot of like Nordic, like, I don't know. It feels like they are cooking for older men sometimes. despite Copenhagen being very like fancy dining also. Anyways, we're gonna use this pattern and start making the dress now. A 100 years later, I have finished cutting out the pieces from my fabric, and first thing I'm gonna do now is to overlock all the edges, and then I'll start sewing. I'm also wondering how to style this piece. I wish I had like tall brown boots, and I have seen a pair from the store that I've talked about before that is called Lille Smil in Danish. This is my terrible pronunciation. But it's the leathersmith, basically. And they make like cowboy boots, Western inspired accessories, those kind of things. But they also have this pair of boots that are quite expensive, but I feel it's those kind of pair that I will use forever, and that I think they also offer like a warranty of like 1 year or something. So I have overlocked the edges of the front and back piece, and then I have a lining, a neck lining, and some other parts that I think will cover this, so I didn't do that. And this is the front piece. I have marked out where the pockets should go because I do want to have pockets on this one. And this is the front piece, and I have also sewn the darts. I should probably read the instructions, but I'm also someone who likes to freestyle, so I think I'll just add what looks like the neckline, and I think I can figure it out. I think it's a quite simple dress. And then I'll add the pockets, and then after we have done all of that, we will attach the two pieces together, because the pockets, I need them to be not attached to the back. This front piece should not be attached to the back when I'm sewing the pockets, obviously. I'm gonna sew it right side to right side, and then it's gonna go on the inside. Alright, I only have the bottom part. I'm gonna hem it, and I think I'm gonna use this lining piece that came with the pattern. I was thinking about just folding it, but I think I'm gonna do that method, but I need a break. I feel I need some fresh air, so I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go to a few thrift stores, and I'm gonna see if they have something nice that I can wear together with my new pieces. I've been listening to Bad Bunny's latest album, and it's so good. I can't stop listening to it. Today I'm drinking hot chocolate with tahini, which is so good. It's a very cloudy day today. What a surprise. January in Copenhagen. I wanted to say a few things before starting sewing, and that's that this pattern, I have not tried this pattern before. This is the first time I'm using it. So I will have to read the instructions this time because there's a lot of pieces, and I hate cutting out fabric or cutting out the pattern pieces from the fabric because it takes me so long. But now we're done. I have all my pieces. I hope that I didn't mess anything up and I can start sewing. The fabric, here's the finished skirt. The fabric that I've used is a fabric I bought secondhand from a lady who works in a thrift store close to where I live, and I was there and she's seen me buy a lot of fabric from the thrift store. So she was like, "Are you sewing clothes? What are you doing?" And I said that I sew clothes, and I showed her my Instagram, and she said that she has a bunch of leftover fabrics herself. I don't know why, but I bought this very big piece. I think it was like 3 or 4 meters for like 100 kroner, which is, I don't know, maybe $11 or something, which is a very good price for this kind of sturdy, heavyweight denim. I wanted to make a 2-piece, and this jacket is something I've been eyeing for a while. I saw this pattern some time ago, and now I'm about to try it. It says that it's quite hard. I think from the scale 1 to 5 they had put a 4 on it, but I think I can do it, and I hope I'll be done before Fashion Week starts, because that's my plan, to use it during Fashion Week. Alright, I just printed out the, I hope, the lining for the jacket. So I need to put all these together and then cut it out, and then find the fabric to use as the inner lining. And I also need to decide what I want to do with the pockets, because now I have not attached any pockets. So before I attach the lining, I need to decide whether I want pockets and what I want them to look like. The ones that are in the pattern are very like cargo pants, cargo pockets, if that makes sense. But I think I might want something else. I'm gonna put these together now and then see if I can find a fabric that I like. The sun is finally shining here in Copenhagen. The sky is blue and it's Copenhagen Fashion Week this week. It actually started yesterday and I'm going to a fashion show tomorrow, so that's perfect that I have everything done now. So over the course of 3 weeks, I have made 4 new pieces for my wardrobe and they have all been made from dead stock and thrifted fabrics, which is what I prefer. There are stores where you can buy super nice dead stock fabrics, and dead stock means fabrics that are over from other productions. Sometimes you can find vintage dead stock, that's quite cool. Before I show you everything, I just wanted to say that I hope that you like this video because it took me so long to make. Not only to sew the pieces, but also to edit and film while I'm sewing. I wish I had the chance, or I hope I have the chance in the future to hire someone to help me with a few things. But for now it's only me, it's a one-woman show. So I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up. So what I made was this brown skirt. You saw me wear it in the beginning of the video. I made this dress. I'll show you in a second what they look like when they are on me. I made this jacket that I'm super proud of. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it's beautiful. I love this fabric. I haven't done jackets with lining too much, so it was a little tricky. I added this little hook this morning, but this was a little tricky to add because it was, yeah, I haven't done that too much. And then the little mini skirt. So here's the thing, if you find like 1 or 2 good patterns, you can make a lot of things from that. The patterns for these pieces are linked below, and if you want to support me and my channel, you can do so by buying a cap or a t-shirt that I have in my online store, which is also linked below, and you can obviously subscribe. That means the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. Let me show you the clothes.